And tonight, Tim Walz's radical stances on abortion and gender issues are under scrutiny. Just last year, he signed a bill allowing unlimited abortion access in the state of Minnesota, which includes no limitations on when in the pregnancy a woman may have an abortion, given the option of an abortion up until the moment of birth. Radical, extreme, dangerous. I keep reminding you. Meanwhile, just earlier this year, in a bizarre, unprecedented move, Kamala Harris became the first sitting vice president to visit an abortion clinic when she stopped at a Planned Parenthood clinic in Minnesota alongside her future running mate, Tim Walz. And after a year of anger and fear-mongering from the left following the Dobbs decision, a new study found that the number of abortions has actually gone up since Roe was overturned. But it's not just abortion the new Democratic Party ticket has taken an extreme stance on. In just March of last year, Walz signed an executive order. Doing what? Protecting trans procedures on minors. Here, and by the way, without parental consent. Here with reaction, broadcaster, New York Times bestselling author Elisabeth Hasselbeck. Elisabeth, let's get your take on all of it. Let's start with no parental notification on gender-affirming surgery and treatments.
Sean, thank you for having me tonight, and hello to all your viewers there. Number one, I'd like to say if we learn anything from the Olympics, Sean, it's that performance matters. And since the Kamala Harris and Walz ticket has no performance to run on because they let cities burn down and our border be open and fentanyl and illegal weapons come in and threaten our children, our teenagers, our college kids, why would we think they would protect our children when it comes to their God-given identity or their right to life? It's low expectation when it comes to their radical riptide, so that's what they're running on, a radical riptide hoping to drown voters so that they can't see nor breathe properly to cast a vote for anything that resembles an ounce of integrity. Here's my issue, Sean. This is an attack on parenthood. I would normally say take a breath, swim to the side out of the riptide, and don't get emotionally distracted. But this is an attack on the value of life. And this is an important matter to God. This is God's creation, God's masterpiece. Our children, preborn children, and children out of the womb, to confuse them about their gender, God will handle that. He's sovereign. When it comes to abortion, and I do believe we need to keep an eye on the moderate Republican Donald Trump Vance ticket that right now just needs to kind of sit back and let crazy look crazy. They're doing that enough. But it is important to note that not only are they creating a force field behind more abortions in their state. And I read some research today that 5,000 women who went in to have an abortion said they just didn't feel like having another child. They will highlight situations that seem extreme. But at the same time, Sean, what's deeply concerning is that they're defunding pregnancy centers. These centers are ones that I've worked with on a national level that actually comfort women, don't cast shame on them. When they find themselves in a situation with an unplanned pregnancy, unexpected pregnancy, they provide them sustainable support and equip them to have an awesome, peace-filled life with their child, because God cares about both the mom and the child, and they have options and support. I'm deeply saddened that this is increasing, and but not surprised that the radical agenda is running on this. Sean, they're just not supporting it. They're running on this. Actually, they should fear the day they meet their own maker. I would love to know if Walz's wife, if she took prenatal vitamins at any point. Do they value life in the womb as they should? It has a value. It's an amazing creation by God with a plan and a purpose. And if there's a woman out there who needs to know that she's valued without shame, she should go to these pregnancy centers. And Americans watching, if you feel like there's nothing you can do, go support them. Go donate to the pregnancy centers that he's defunding in his state, and put some money behind them, because they're doing good things in supporting women. Our family has decided to walk this out in a different way. We have taken in, and it's been a blessing to us, newborns who would have otherwise potentially been aborted, but they found, their moms found pregnancy centers that supported them. And for the first month of life, that mom just needs to know that there's support, there's sustainability with the plan, that there are loving arms to hold her baby, and maybe she's reunited in some cases, and maybe that baby is placed. But there are options out there that this radical riptide wants eliminated, and we need to stand for our children.
You know, it's just sad. I mean, okay, up to the moment of birth, talk about radical on abortion, no parental rights on something as serious as that. By the way, for the record, I think that was more interrupted talk time that you had than all your years combined on The View. I'm just saying. without somebody jumping in and annoying you and annoying anybody that was watching. We appreciate you being with us. Elisabeth Hasselbeck. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.